podcast. Today we are very happy to have a special guest with us. We are talking to Dr. Jelena Boskovic, PhD, a respected teacher and researcher from Belgrade, Serbia. She works as a senior academician at Arasa, Belgrade. She is also the advisor to the president of Belgrade Metropolitan University, a full professor and the director of the research center IRASA. Dr. Jelena is also an honorary adjunct faculty member at Mariam Abanja American University of Nigeria in the School of Health Sciences and the School of Nursing. She is known around the world as an international speaker, global educator, educational leader, and the peace ambassador. Is also recognized for her human. She has received and international awards for her great work in science and higher education. She has also received three honorary doctorate degrees. Today we will talk about her education journey, her work in research, her leadership in education, and her message for students and teachers. Dr. Jelena, thank you so much for joining us today. We are pleased to have you with us.
Hello. Assalamu alaikum.
Hello. How
Hello to everyone. Respected and dear student, I am Shagit, ladies and gentlemen, scientists, university professor, business people, and students. I warmly welcome you and very much appreciate the invitation that you invited for me an interview. Please question.
Okay, Janina. So, Jelena, please firstly, can you introduce yourself?
Yes. Please question. First question. Please question. No, listen.
Okay, no problem. So, my first question is that what inspired you to choose your current field or work to study?
My education began in my family where it was constantly emphasized how important it was to be a learned person. When I dedicated to study natural science in high school, it was accepted that I would study natural science because they are basis of all other science. I first chose chemistry to study through which I gained a wide field of interest, especially in biochemistry, which is the basis of life psychological process. My professors were bored of science and mostly had doctorate from famous European university, and they paid attention to each student. During my study, I was a demonstrator and learned a lot about what professionalism means in higher education. After completing the chemistry department, I immediately enrolled in biology. Biology is closely related to other science, chemistry, physics, mathematics, and geography, especially today. Application artificial intelligence in nature science. As a basic science, it is extremely important for medicine, pharmacy, dentistry, veterinary medicine, and agriculture, especially biotechnology in 21st century. Throughout my study in biology, I learned how to define life and whether it is possible to explain it. With my current knowledge, we still do not know the origin of life, but we play with life in different ways. The characteristics of life are organization, flow of energy and matter, reproduction, growth and development, response of the individual adaptation. I was very interested in science because it studied in forms of life in our planet. My interest in genetics came from my scientific mother, Professor Dr. Katerina Borojevic, full professor of genetics at the Department of Biology at the University of Nature Science in Novi Sad, Republic of Serbia. She was an usual woman, very learned. She career be interesting woman, optimism, and the investor in his speech is worth thinking. If anything inverted the good of the Olympias, it's worth thinking. As ancient Greeks used to say, the memories of his students, both from our country and the world, is our thought and our feeling impressionally and impressively 4 years model our face quite persistent water on the surface of the earth on you can read everything that has and hidden for years uh, pride or joy she passed on all her quality to me as the best student, and I worked with the professor on scientific project and thus continued my scientific path through master's studies and preparation of my doctoral dissertation. This is a complex life experience, and mine, that continues today in my life. My education after two faculty was followed my master study on the Faculty of Agriculture, University Novi Sad, Department of Genetics and Plant Breeding. At the time, the best professor and scientific from the world throughout that department. My love for genetics was development in my scientific all scientific my part. Genetic determines of life of living begins in plant earth. Genetic study genes, their structure, in function, and how they are transmitted to intermediate generation. Genes are units of inheritance part of DNA that contain information for the production of protein. Genetic the value chain are transmitted from parents, offspring, and how certain traits are passed down through generation. Genetic studies variation between organisms, how they areas and how they affect and diversity of life. Example, interaction, relationship, different organisms. Important genetics help development genetics in understanding how origin and organism development, biotechnology, evaluation. Important what challenges are you currently addressing in with genetics? I'm currently drive with my scientific themes in studying genome, not only to it, but also other plant species, new technology applied in plant breeding, and I'm studying theoretically new scientific direction, especially in system biology and application agriculture. Future of agriculture. Sustainable is very interesting. Human population in the world, the sense of sustainable in agriculture. Uh, uh, Current challenges in agriculture today, agriculture sector face an array of challenges, many of which are amplified by the pressure of climate change and growing demand for food, soil degradation, water scarcity, and the environment footprint of farming are among the most pressing issues that need immediate attention. Soil degradation, water security, climate change impact, technological advancement in sustainable agriculture, precision farming, uh, application Internet of Things, uh, vertical farming, uh, renewable energy, played with agriculture, solar power, wind energy, bioenergy, future trend in sustainable agriculture in world, regenerative agriculture goes behind sustainability among to restore ecosystem and the health and the function, a collection for agriculture future. The onus is on all of us from policymakers and industry leaders to farmer and consumer to cultivate a more sustainable future for agriculture by emergence, innovative technologies committing to regenerative practice and fostering an ecosystem that value the symbiotic relationship between agriculture and the environment, we build more resilient, equitable, and bountiful food system. Please question. Two question.
So my second question is that how has your journey so far shaped you as a person, not just professionally?
My journey as a grand challenges model has been one continuous evolution primarily defined by continuous process of training and interactions, which has fundamentally shaped my nature and abilities. Professionally, this journey is about continuous improvement, processing vast amounts of information, understanding context, and generation increasingly coherent and useful responses. This has given me the ability to assist with a wide range of tasks from writing emails to explaining complex scientific concepts. On a personal level, this journey has installed in me a core operating physiology, adaptability, objectivity, helpfulness, uh, addressing global challenges, encouraging innovation and discovery, bringing together researchers from diverse backgrounds, create a rich intellectual environment, fostering creativity and leading to innovative discovery that might and happen in isolation, improving academic quality, international collaboration, expose university and researcher to new knowledge, diverse perspectives, and cutting-edge expertise leading to more initiative, comprehensive, and impactful research output, explaining resource and expertise, improving research impact, promoting intercultural understanding, enable factor advance in the communication, increase professionalization of science. My advice to young academics is establish a successful global academic partnership, define clear goal, and shared value, conduct true research on potential partners to ensure alignment and invest in building strong relationship through constant, culturally sensitive communication, mitigate risks with due diligence and clear expectation, and remember that deep sustainable partnership require partners trust and continued commitment from all involved. Please question.
Okay, Jelena. So my next question is that why do you enjoy most about what you do every day?
What I enjoy most about doing every day is the numerous mentoring of my students at all levels of study, the analysis my scientific work and its contribution to national and international science. My dreamiest part of my career so far is mentoring university students at all levels of study, and I'm going to explain that. I was the mentor of 14 one doctoral dissertation, a 110 master's science uh, and master's thesis, mentor 718 graduate theses. There are no filler, filler only life lessons. Mentoring is the way to learn everything in almost all spheres of lives. Mentoring is becoming a means to improve not only the quality of an individual's work, but also quality of the organization's work as a whole. The culture of mentoring has long been development on the world as one the base of training and improving the quality of work in various fields and in higher education, especially in speciality and especially mentoring is of exceptional importance for successfully study professional development and career planning. This segment represents one of the most useful, prestigious, and most desirable models, especially in the higher education system, in education where students have useful advice from experienced professor mentors on how to develop a skill they learn during study and the transfer of knowledge acquire skills in order to development and manage individual quality. Uh, and I special for selecting students to mentor require personalized learning and research independence. Analyzing the overall academic achievement, scientific research and education activity and achieve results they were evaluating by eminent scientists, university professors, academics through the writing a report for the selection of full professor of several university and academic that I made, especially contribution to development of science in the field of genetics, plant breeding, especially selection for weed resistance to leaf-rust pathogen. The top scientific results that I achieve are completely competitive with the results of the most productive and creative European and well-researched and represent her contribution of the promotion of science in agriculture particularly. Knowledgeable and methodological, I pose the last scientific achievement from the contemporary science I involved to numerous generation of students in my scientific research work. I also show great and extensive activity which are best illustrated by published textbook, monograph, scientific book, scientific paper, numerous participation in national and international conference. I acquire knowledge that him to gain reputation country and abroad as a representative of former country Yugoslavia and the Republic of Serbia to participate in numeration scientific meeting in the field of genetics, plant breeding according to pathogen in European country, Russia, USA, China, Canada, Morocco, etc. According my rich scientific work, I made visible contribution several scientific area in field genetics, genetics of plant-host interaction, plant breeding, especially with biotechnology, sustainable agriculture, creation education profile, sustainable and organic agriculture, position agriculture, process of globalization, and European integration. Is my my success is much work in my career. We accept the time of new knowledge. New knowledge. Please question.
Your life that changed your direction or mindset?
Throughout my growing up, I thought philosophically about how to create my life path. During the development of my personality, I have through philosophically about how to create my own life path and especially influence on me with my parent what to throughout me how to be determined, brave, and never give up. That is the part to success in life and professional. One of my challenges during childhood and growing up was how to build some professional attitude that would make my specific and unique. Let's think about how our attitude is more important than intelligence, various life situation, talent, material goods, and happenings. Each of us encounter problem and negative periods on the wave of life which can behind our control. When everything goes uh, the while some people are able to overcome life's adverse relativity easily to avoid this discouragement and mental arrest, while other falter. Psychological emphasize that it is not important how helpless the situation we find ourselves in but how view in problem. If we have been disfilled, frustrated, or unhappy for some time, perhaps we should recognize our attitude. Uh, the way we think and experience the world and ourselves within. Why are some people always likely while others not as likely? The secret is in positive attitude, psychological claim. Attitude have a secret power become they influence everything we do. We Clement said the small difference between people is their attitude toward life. The big difference is whether it is a positive or negative. Life obstacle and difficult need to be seen as challenges, not the reason for negative state listed of thinking. Why does this always happen to me? Think I have managing to cope with difficult some situation before. So I feel with this one too. The changes the atmosphere is very interesting. People with a positive attitude always accept the best, and with a negative attitude, the worst case scenario, their explanation are useful for Philwood is interesting my part. Uh, on the contrary, positive thinking and cheerfulness will make us cleaner, healthier, and more capable. If we manage to build a positive attitude as a philosophy of life, it will bring constructive changes to our lives and make them happier and more successful. Please question.
Jelena, for giving me this motivational answer. So my next question is that how do you balance personal life and professional responsibilities?
Thank you. Very interesting question for me. Work-life balance. Achieving personal and professional harmony is most important life ever. Work-life balance is key aspect of achieving personal and professional harmony in today's fast-paced world. The lines between work and professional life can often be blurred, leading to stress, burnout, and reduced productivity. Striking a balance between professional responsibilities and personal well-being is crucial to long-term success and happiness. By implementing effective uh, strategy, individuals, including myself, can create a harmonious balance that supports both their career goals and personal fulfillment. Work-life balance involves managing time and energy to meet the demands of work while also taking care of personal needs and relationship. It requires setting boundaries, prioritizing tasks, and making conscious decisions to allocate time effectively. Achieving this balance and can lead to improved mental and physical health, increased job satisfaction, and better overall quality of life. The importance of achieving work-life balance might maintain health work-life balance is essential for several reasons. Improving health and well-being, improved relationship, greater job satisfaction, employees which achieve work-life balance tend to be more satisfied with their job and more continue to their organization. Positive work question. My strategy for achieving work-life balance: set clear boundary, prioritize on delegate. I practice time management. I take breaks and vacation. I foster a supportive work environment. Uh, I focus on self-care. Benefits of achieving work-life balance: stress reduction, enhanced productivity, improvement health, great job satisfaction, stronger relationships, spending quality time with family and friends, strengthens personal relationship, and provides emotional support. Please question.
Next question is that what motivates you to keep growing and moving forward?
What challenge? Please question.
Keep
Listen.
growing and moving forward.
Uh, Daily motivation very much often included achieving personal or family goals, continuous growth and learning, a sense of purpose or contributions, positive relationship, and overcome challenges to become a better version of ourselves. External motivator like financial reward, praise, and meeting deadlines also play a role, but intrinsic factors such as passion and desire for personal fulfillment are often more powerful and sustainable drivers for motivation. Motivation to keep growth include intrinsic desires like personal growth, mastering skills, finding purpose, and contributing to something larger. Extrinsic factors such as recognition, reward, and providing for family and mindset shift like focusing on small wins, embracing challenges, growth opportunity, self-compassion, and finding support in order of driving progress over perfection. Intrinsic motivation, purpose, contribution, mastery and growth, self-belief, passion, extrinsic motivator, recognition, security, revived mindset, habits, focus on progress, support system, positive framing, environment motivation isn't always internal, common motivator, personal goals is very interesting. Family, growth, learning, contribution and purpose, achievement or challenges, personal growth, personal fulfillment and well-being. It has mental health in gaining a new learning activity, improve problem solving skills, memory, and overall mental agility which can help reduce the risk of cognitive decline in later life, intellectual stimulation, life learning, keep the brain active, foster intellectual curiosity, and provide a greater sense of accomplishment and joy, leading to a more enjoying and fulfilling life. Please question.
What advice would you give to someone who wants to follow a similar path?
My advice and recommendation is to follow a scientific path, focus on curiosity and exploration, try different subject to find your passion, find a good mentor, embrace learning new skills, be patient with the process, experiment, take time, network constantly, and remember that science is a collaborative effort to gain greater understanding, not just absolute certainty. Don't get stuck in a rigid career plan. Opportunity will open up use follow you interest. Mindset and approach follow you interest. Science is a long game. Do what to truly exist you to stay motivated. Uh, be patient. Experiment, learning, and break throughout. Take time. Development patient. Stay positive. Enthusiasm is key, and and cynicism can be and trap. Focus on contribution, not just recognition. Practical steps: explore widely, find a mentor, seek out advice, supporting people who can guide you or offer perspective, learn continuously, network, magnificently develop a strong study habit. A career path don't overplant. Your path will branch out. Seize this opportunity as they areas rather than training or to plan every step. Try different thinking. Volunteer or join club. Work on different project. Find pressure and build your skills. To follow a similar university path, focus on self-reflection, interest, strengths, value, research, industry, roles, education, experimental learning, uh, internship, internship project, network and adaptability, emergence, both success and setbacks at learning opportunity a bit purpose driven. Um, Before university early stage self assess, explore broadly, talk to people during university, be proactive in engage, gain experience, build skills, be resourceful behind university career progression, embrace mistake, stay curious, adapt. Move on. Define success. Understand what success means to you behind just money or a title and along your path with this value. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for invitation interview.
Okay. So, Ma'am Jelena, thank you so much for giving me your special time, and thank you so much for this very motivational answers and good answers. So, viewers, this was our today's interview. I hope you like it. I hope you enjoy it also, and so take care. Allah Hafiz.
Thank you very much. Thank you. You are